This is the IZIP E3 Metro for 2014. It's been updated. This is a great bike. It offers a lot of power. Obviously, you can carry stuff around in it, which is awesome. And now, the battery weight's really well distributed with that seat post battery pack. So let me just jump into it. This has a 500-watt geared rear hub motor. That's quite a bit of power. Powered by a 48-volt, almost 10-amp-hour lithium pack right there in the seat post tube. And that's the same as the Zuma. This design's becoming popular with IZIP. I think it makes a lot of sense because it distributes the weight evenly, sort of front to rear. And again, this is good technology. These batteries are relatively light compared to lithium iron phosphate or lead acid, that kind of thing. And they work well together. So let me jump into some of the other features here. First of all, I love that it's actually got a water bottle cage mount right there, just because, you know, you get hot, especially if you're like hauling kitties around, baskets of kitties. You've got front and rear disc brakes, super solid, good stopping power there. That's important, again, for hauling. We've got this computer system up here that actually lets you choose between twist throttle mode right there or pedal assist. So that's going to give you more range and let you sort of work with the bike. And I like the tires they've chosen. These are reminiscent of some of the older tires from Curry's bikes or IZIP bikes. They're really thick. They're pretty... They coast well, basically. It's got a little bit of grip, but they coast well, and they're pre-slimed, which is awesome, so you're going to avoid some of those flats. This right here is a deflopilator, and then it helps you like basically manage heavier loads so the bike doesn't tip over. And the basket on this is built the way it kind of should be. It's mounted straight onto the frame, so when you turn the bike like this, the basket doesn't turn. And that's a little funky at first to get used to, but that's kind of the right way to do it. And I suppose, look at this, you could mount this to a stump in your yard and pull it out with these nice loops. It's pretty awesome. We've got a chain guard. I love that because it keeps your pants clean. And the way that they're doing pedal assist here is with a pedelec sensor. So as you pedal, these are like little magnets. It senses the motion. It kicks in. It's sort of an on-off system. It's not quite as smooth as a fancier, higher-end torque sensing, but it's not bad. Other complaints, the kickstand's a little weird. It sort of folds up to one side and then comes down with two legs like that, but I actually think it's pretty good because it's going to help you manage that heavier load again. Not a big fan of the pedals. They're kind of slippery if they get wet. They're just plasticky, rubbery. I prefer metal if, you know, possible. That's not hard to get though. You can go on Amazon or whatever. Got 8-speed Shimano Acera in the rear, trigger shifter controlled up here. That's kind of it. We've also got an adjustable neck. I like the ones that like clamp down a little bit more. This, if you go off curbs and stuff, it kind of gets loose over time, which can be a bummer. You've got a seat post shock and those big tires that help to smooth out the ride, but it's not the smoothest ride if you're going over a lot of bumps and stuff. And I guess that stiffness and that lack of bob is going to give you more range. It's also going to make hauling stuff a little bit easier. So let's hop on it. I'll show you what the motor sounds like. Again, this is a good bike for hauling large things or possibly larger people. It's really solid. A 500-watt motor gets the job done. Here we go. I'm in pedal assist mode. Start pedaling. So, fairly standard, top speed 20 miles per hour. Functions as you would expect. It's sort of old gen technology when we're talking about that geared hub motor, the pedelec sensor, but really done well. I mean, Curry and IZIP, one of their brands, has been doing this for a long time. They've worked out a lot of the kinks in the system, and this bike just looks great. It gets the job done, and I'd recommend it. I think it rides really well. For the full written review, more pictures and stuff, check out ElectricBikeReview.com. I will see you there.